Well, this is Jim again. Welcome to my studio. Today what we're going to do is um, I'm going to show you how to print a linoleum block by hand, so without using a printing press. So what I've set up here is I got a little bit of ink over here. We'll roll out that slab, we'll ink up the block, and then I'll show you how to put a piece of paper on it and print it. So let's get started. Okay, so got the ink squeezed out. I used this brand here, Caligo Safe Wash. It's a oil-based but washable with water. I'm not sure you may have gotten the Speedball inks or some of the other water-based inks. So let me we'll roll out a little slab here. Now, if you remember from the the stencil prints we were doing, you want to keep that bead kind of small and not a real thick bead. So if it's making a lot of noise, you probably have too much ink on there. Okay, so here we have the block, and what I'm going to do is start inking it. This was a color block for a print I had done previously. I thought it might make it's kind of graphic looking here, so it might work out really well. It's black and white, so we'll get some ink rolled on here. Now, if you notice, I'm trying to straddle the ridges with the brayer. I try very hard not to get the brayer down into the non-image area. Whoops, you see there, I dipped into that corner there. So it looks like we've got a sufficient amount of ink on here. This little bit over here might be a problem. I don't know, so you can just kind of, maybe I can wipe that off. I'm going to use my apron here. Nah, that's not going to do it. But here. Let's see how water soluble this stuff is. So here, we'll clean it off here a little bit. Okay, all right. So we've got the block inked up. I'm going to put the paper on it. See if I can place it decently here. This is, I'm using a Japanese paper here, a mulberry paper, unbleached. Okay, so you can notice that the Japanese paper, you can kind of see through it. I'm just going to use my finger and sort of set the paper down there. And then using this is a sanding block that I put a bit of, this is waxy paper on it so that I can rub the block. Now, a lot of people like to use a wooden spoon, the back of a wooden spoon. I'm not that good at that. I need something a little that I can bear down a little bit with my body. So I'm using this. Now, you see it is tearing up the paper a little bit here. But let's see, we'll just keep rubbing it. Now, neat thing about this is you can take a peek and see how you're doing. You know, you can take a little look. See what you've got going there. I'll move this up into the camera a little bit better so you can see. And looks like I could use a little bit more pressure. Because it's a water-based ink, it might be interesting to try dampening the paper a little bit. Okay. But really, that's all there is to it. So you get the ink on the block, put your paper on the back, over it, and looks like we're seeing through this pretty well. Let's see what we got. So it's, not too bad. In fact, I kind of like it. However, it looks like maybe I could have used a little more ink in some of those areas. But that's it. So you have your carved block, put out a slab of ink, roll that out, get that onto your block, and then get the paper over and just rub down the back of the paper. And like I said, some people like to use the back of a wooden spoon that allows them to really get some pressure down in some of the more intricate areas. But that's about it. That's how it works. So thank you very much. And next I will show you how to transfer this image to another block. So that'll be our next little video. So stay tuned, right? And carry on. I hope everyone's well and have some fun with this process. All right.